Well, today I want to explain you a topic that has been really interesting. And that's the reason why I feel I'm really single and I look like I don't have any interest for someone, romantically speaking. But I understand the quote of who loves more and who loves less, so we're going to dive into the quote. And I'm really cold, like I have gloves. I'm really cold. Ignore the fact that I don't have all of my eyelashes. I will be fixing them soon. They kind of fall off. What? But I can reduce my nose. So I really want to tell you that I was a jealous person. I will get possessive over the person that will be interesting in when I was growing up, and I really had that because I really didn't have a body, I didn't have a time, I didn't have nothing, just me, and I feel that was the reason why I think that some people also feel jealous over the person that they like or over the person that they're interested in because they don't have good traits or they don't have many things to give. So let me turn the light on. So that is the main reason. I'm really cold as well. So that is why I feel like we all are tying to the quote of like loving more or loving less. It's about trusting more and trusting less. Who trusts more than other person? Who trusts less than other person? So I was insecure back then. I am, but like I don't know. I just think that whenever I see someone that is been drinking a lot, is been getting drunk a lot, or just I then hold back and just go because that is not the main goal about being. Even though we had like a joke in my family where one of my cousins was like pretending was not smoking at all, like they had like a pencil and burning, and like my auntie allowed, but like my mom asking like why you are smoking it. You see close, it's like a pencil, so it's not just for the picture, you know what I mean, but like how my cousin practices sports, like he played basketball, he wasn't allowed to smoke, so yeah. But that is the main point, I feel like, for you to understand. Believing and trusting more will allow you to have peace. Working on your insecurities will link you to love less and care less, in the sense of like handling your emotions well and working on your behaviors more than ever than the other person will do, because I feel like that's what I've been not worried, and I don't have that kind of attachment that deep to how I used to be back then to now, because I used to be really jealous. My mom and my dad had that trait also, but like I just know that I have good traits, and if they have better traits, I feel happy for them. That's how you can link the fact that you just want somebody for you and you don't want to tease them, and the biggest sign is because you tease someone. So in order to you to feel insecure and loving more, because that it means actually loving more, but it's something metaphoric so you will understand. But like some people said, I need to love more, I need to, they gonna like me more than I do, that's why they tell you. But like when someone doesn't like the partner, is way different. someone just doesn't like that much is way different. But like, it's something that you build. It's not something that you do. Even though for someone that I like right now, I don't have that thing. No matter what I do, I always am working on that. I'm always also telling people. So that was the kind of meaning behind the quote of loving more and loving less. Wait. That is the main meaning of loving more and loving less. I really don't have a lot. It's like falling. So that was the explanation behind it. Besides, I have other stories. Well, I never create a fake account for someone to see if they will cheat on me. But there was a time where I created another account with my same name, like a secondary account. So they will like kind of accept me and like unblock me because I want to have the last. They will, and then I block them too. Like I asked this guy, I was seeking validation over guys. Now I hang out with them to just like I talk, whatever. It's just guys are funny to talk about. I was like, are you telling that to other people? Yeah, I when I was a teen, I used to search validation over guys. But that changed when I was a friend of one guy. Here was the thing. I didn't came out to my family, but like I came out to him as liking girls because I didn't know how was the treatment over him because I was new in this thing. I was a baby, and all of this. So I told him straight, no, yeah, I'm into girls because that was the time that I was doubting, but I was sure enough to tell him that I was into women, and like the way that he treated me, it felt so genuine and nice. He didn't want me to come back again to be straight, but like it was a time that I kind of didn't lean over validation because when you are detached from the validation where man doesn't matter feminine or masculine, whatever presentation, you feel free, like feel free. I promise, because the change, time changer, and like I feel like that was the kind of the center to you to not be focused into validation. Then I switched it up to women, but like about this girl that was going on with me all the time, I genuine had hope back in teens, then back in because I was juggling a lot between my life, what I want to do, whatever. So I hit 18 and then I was searching validation for myself. But before that, in my teens was a lot going on. That's why I'm grateful to don't have a partner yet because it will take so much effort. But validation as a person who is like my personality trait is to search like call attention, but I don't call it. Like I do things to call it, but like it's not that I want to. And I'm grateful that I'm not attached to that. It can seem that I'm not interested, but I promise I'm fully detached from everything. My family is watching football. So that is the main point for you to feel secure and not call burdens, to not call testing someone because it's embarrassing testing someone, at least for me. Um, you can then lean into trust. Trust is equal to feel safe. It being equal to feeling safe is equal to feel peace. So that's how you can nap. That's how you can, do whatever. Yeah, I think a lot. I'm deep when I think. And there is a lot going on. Even though yesterday I was watching some guy that was talking about that he studied philosophy and marketing. No, really, nothing is going on. When you see a ring here, something is gone. Because I can never give the benefit to someone to see me unfold to somebody that is not official. Ay, es por la canción, creo. No, realmente no pasa nada. Ahorita nomás me estresa mis estudios. Yeah, my family is watching football. Gracias. Sé hablar español, sino que quiero hablar en inglés para hacerles entender. ¿Saben? Los latinos no sabemos eso de quien ama más es quien pierde y quien ama menos es quien no pierde, pero en sí es quien, quien cree más o quien tiene más confianza, ama más, o sea, tiene más confianza, es igual a quien ama menos y quien tiene menos confianza es quien ama más, quien pone más, o sea, ahí ve el asunto. I'm not mad. Look my eyes. Man, I feel too much. When I want that lashes will stick on, they fall on. I'm not accepting any boo. De hecho, estoy ofreciendo PTSD advice, como consejitos. También leo las cartas. $5 la leída de cartas, dependiendo 15. No está tan caro. Solía ser ahora son 10. Serían $5, no sé, 5, $10, dependiendo cuán grande será. Más terapéutico si gustan, y si no, pues pueden escuchar mi música. Porque si hago música. Hago música, gente. Ahorita solamente hablo con chicos. Porque hablar con mujeres me da problemas. No sé. Hay días en los que sí, como que no. De hablar ahí con gente, o sea. Pero siendo una mujer diría que soy más común. Mamá creo que tenía razón. My mom always told me that I had a boy personality even though that I look like a girl because I don't take it that deep. Like either I'm eating or other. Mi madre siempre me dijo que siempre era una niñita, así que se veía bien femenina, pero con habilidades masculinas, o sea, con el pensamiento de un chico. Y yo le dije, pues mamá, tú querías un niño, por lo menos ahí allá, ¿no? Es una broma, pero es que no, a veces no entiendo. Yo tomo todo tan literal. I take everything literal that if someone told me that I don't like them or they don't love me, I will move on. Because somebody told me in the group chat, just get the fuck out of here. And I was like, okay, have a good day. Bye. That was pretty much what I did. El amor que me tengo es suficiente y eso creo que te debe de recordar a ti también. El amor que te tienes es suficiente. No necesitas de alguien que te abrace. A veces puedes encontrar un reemplazo, tal vez un peluche. Yo tengo un peluche para el cuello, así no siento la necesidad de afecto. No, mentirita. Algún tiempo ya alguien reemplazará mi almohadita y que tengo que ver mi cuello. Hi, how are you? Whenever I'm talking about guys, people are like, are you dating one? Are you going with one? No, I won't reach that level to be so heartbroken to be with a guy. Then they are funny, I might say. I watch a lot of stand-up comedy shows about men because they always have something to tell. As well, women, they always have something to. I've been watching stand-up comedy all day. I promise. It's been just nice to feel and like hear and like clean. I don't have any worry. I just been getting up. I've been laying. I've been, I've been just eating things and like feeling good about my life. Just nothing related to feel worried about someone that will cheat me. I will cheat on them. No, 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 no. Because I can't cheat. My life has been pretty simple and pretty fun and pretty like calm because I'm demisexual. That fun, emotional can be reached. So that means that I'm peaceful. No one on mine. Well, I like someone, but it doesn't mean that it's whatever. I'm just chilling with my thoughts right now. I'm good, by the way. I'm relaxed, but I'm cold, so I might just cover my hands. I'm really cold. That is nice. I feel like I don't need peak content, if you know what I mean, to still feel pop, because I don't have that kind of thing with me. Plus, is not with me, because the time that I was curious about it, no, I don't feel nothing about it. Nothing about watching peak content. So I'm like pretty peaceful, pretty nice, pretty okay. I've been just digging into the Bible, and I was mad about it because not about their homophobia, because I read it in a way that is way different to the people that I read it and like all of that. But like I've been more in the sense of like um I don't know, just thinking why they need to do this. They have so many babies, so they have a lot of this, so they have a lot of that, so they have a lot of this. And I've been also doing this video about like the hypnotic compass, about like the self improvement book. That was the last thing that I was getting to about all of these things, because there is evidences that are related to tarot things like spirituality, but that are also related to psychology. And what it meant, they also about telling you that they were of psychology, it was that it was related to the old way to psychology that was related to tarot with like psychology, like more like a doctors being all of this. But I'm about to share that because that information is like the time that I finish, I feel like opening and closing a book happy, and I feel really good digging into the book with like they helping me to connect all the things. And I was like, I want to dig in because I cannot close this book without knowing the why this connected to this and this connected to that, and then we're connected to all of this and then we're connected to that. So yeah, I love to always digging into things. I love to dig in, and that is why I feel like I have a lot of trust, and that it means that it's not that I don't love someone, it's just that I trust me. If they will leave, it's fine. I will feel happy for them, and they will stay as well. I feel happy because it's meant, so it's good. I don't like being teased. There's one time that someone tried to tease me, and I teased them. I need to send them back that teasing me, and I was like, so what we can do? That was funny. I was in hilarious that moment. I don't know. But right now I'm just listening to music, getting up, doing my things, digging into thoughts. And my psychologist also support my Buenas, Julian. Good afternoon, Julian. I can remember people. I want to have a friend, but it will be like a gay friend, like a gayest friend ever. Because with guys that are straight, it can be complicated. So I prefer having like a gay friend. If someone is gay, please reach out to me. Don't pretend to be gay because I know the signs. And something funny that was interesting to me that happened to me actually, it was that a guy pretending to be a girl, so he will hit on me, and then it kind of happened. Like he in the end of the day, when I find out, he was like, no, it's just a mistake, but it was, come on, bro. Like, I know you were a bro, because the key question is to tell them about some physical traits about a woman, so then you can know if a guy is really a guy or not. That said, the last guy, honestly, in the first and the last guy that I ever talked to, he told me the same. That's the funniest thing. Maybe I will talk about it again so we can laugh about it. Don't wanna let you on my hand. Search another pickup line, please. But that was funny because that time I was the one who was picking. He didn't play any sports. Like, he was laying in his bed, playing movies, watching movies. He was a Netflix fan. And in that song that I didn't even know came out, and I was honest, I just picked them out right off because I noticed that the girl was playing with her hair. So I was like, I want to as well. And wait a sec. Well, that was the first guy that I ever talked to and ever went in a date with, because that was the first guy that I ever kissed. That was the last and the first kiss. Imagine how sad my life was at the time. It was like, I need a little bit of emotion. A book I need, not emotion like that. But like, let me tell you again, now that I'm recovered from that situation. Now looking back, I just, why you did that? Why did you did that? Why? That was the time that I was like, no, my thing is not guys, because when I was talking to, wait a minute. Okay. So yeah, here's the thing. That was the first and the last episode with details that I did skip in the video. But I might said to you because I wanted to be self-explanatory and also giving examples. Like, I'm telling you as a bestie from what I passed, I really need to fix my lashes. Ignore that, please. But that was the time that I was needing a little bit spice in my life, a little spice thing up, see, kind of, whatever. But like, That was the time that I also was juggling a lot, and that was the time that I was like, because I love what's going on. But like, let me get to this point straight. So I met this guy, in this theater event, whatever, and I noticed that the girl was playing with her hair, and like they had this type of hair, whatever, and I was like, yeah, whatever, and I was like, maybe this guy is kind of looking good. Girl, I need glasses. I need glasses. I didn't say. So let me tell this story short and quick, okay? This happened when I had like 14, 13. No, I had 14 and he was like 17. Kind of 2 years. I was like, doesn't matter, just whatever. 3 years is nothing. It was something. Anyway, coming back again to this story, I just talked to him, whatever. I was the one who was searching, and I was like, "Mom, can you please tell me blah blah blah?" And my mom knows them, but like I didn't know him, like kind of a little bit. So I was like, "No, mom, can you do me a favor, whatever?" So my mom kind of understand. Gracias, Daryl Bradfield. Gracias. Thank you for being here, Daryl. Either way, coming back to the tea, I was, going there, whatever. And I was the one who was chasing. That's what I don't like chasing a lot because it can feel draining. Also reminds me from that big moment that I have. But also when I want something, I give a sign, a clear sign that you like me. That is my thing. If you don't, it's fine. I don't take it personal. I know there are better features out there. My eyes are shining, by the way. I don't know what is going on. Either way, coming back to this thing. The time I was, kind of talking, kind of just giving random signs, kind of telling some stuff, and like, the second week, I tell him first that I had an event and that we can go to see the movies because I genuinely was willing to see the movies. Maybe just have a little moment, you know what I mean? So I was like, maybe you can just go to this theater event. It was about like theater, and I was focused on that. Like when I had my mind on something that I'm watching, I can ignore even though the person that is next to me. So I better don't watch the movies and just watch them if I ever go in the tour day, which I don't think this year might happen. Maybe we can say that the next year. Who knows? But I know me. So either way, I was focused into that, and I was asking the questions like, "What is it me? What is this? What is that?" And they were looking at me. I feel like they were just staring at me, like, "When this girl is gonna just shut up and just give me?" And I was like, whatever. But like I was just watching that and I was not watching him at all and I was just asking them. And then what is your favorite music? And he told me that was the first red flag ever that he told me, I don't listen rap. I don't listen uh music, popular music. I just listen some classical music, and I also listen classical music. So I was like, so you like Javan, you like clear kind of melody, do you like high notes? No, I just like classical music. Then when I asked him like, what kind of song do you listen to? No, there's one song that my classmates just like, and it's about this thing. And I was like, but that you memorize even though the lyrics. So that was the first red flag. Besides that, and after that, when I was about to change to the place, we kind of said, and none of my classmates rescue me. None of them just come to buy. None of them. None. I feel like everybody just came with someone, but none of them came to me and just tell me, "Oh my gosh, how are you? How are you?" None of them. And that was a time that I realized that I was like, I'm not into men romantically. Not at all. At all. Because when we were about to go to the movies and whatever, I I received a call from my mom and I told my mom, no, everything is fine, everything is well, whatever. So when we were about to watch the movies, like whatever, like I asked him just a popcorn. But like he didn't pay for like the popcorn that I want to. So honesty is not in the table at this point. And think about, I prefer that he would tell me, no, I can just only buy one for $1 instead of like lying me then come back, you know. Luego les explico en español. Luego les explico en español. So they were like telling me about this, and we were. So when we're about to go to the movies, I asked him for this popcorn, you know, whatever. I picked the movie, and I picked like a horror movie, which I saw, which was boring. I was sleeping in his legs because maybe let me use you like a pillow, please. Maybe let me use you like a pillow. And I was like, well, whatever. And like we kind of have a little kiss, and that no matter what I tried, what I did, I was, in my mind, I was like, maybe that's why people think about kisses. What is a sparkle moment? Does a movie lie at me? So I was having thoughts instead of enjoying the moment. And on top of that, one of my brackets, because I used to have braces, one of them fall. So I was worried that he will eat maybe because I was eating popcorn. But like at the end of the day, I just came kind of strange and being like, does that feel magical? And I was like, no, yeah, it was fun. And I was like, yeah, it kind of felt fun. But I was just, the movie lied to me. What ring also the moment was because he have the same cologne as my mom. I don't know if he's still the cologne of my mom, but it kind of make me have a little. And when my mom, the worst part is that when my mom showed me the box of this perfume that she bought, it literally smelled the same. The same. And no matter what I tried, no matter what, we didn't did it. We didn't have that thing. But like from the kiss, I was like, enough is enough. I want to run from this now. And that was pretty much that I had to tell you. That kind of story time. No matter if I hold his hand, no matter what was going on, I didn't feel it. I didn't. I hope one day to feel it. I hope, but like that was the first time that I was demisexual for real. Because 2 weeks, who you think that I will do? Reach the stars or something? We need more time. We need more time. So yeah. It doesn't come more than a kiss, and it was that. I also blocked them after they lied to me about like, no, I will dance with what is the funniest thing? What is the saddest thing about this is that he never what is it for? He told me that never he will dance this kind of dances that are mm, kind of like popular music, like rap music, kind of central music. And that was the first songs that I saw him dance. And remember, so I was like, this thing is not clocking. This thing is not clocking. That was a thing. Yeah, yeah. You understand? Like at the end of the day was like whatever, and that's it. Bye bye. So that was a juicy story time. They had other at the time that I was getting teased that I received like a request from a girl, and I search and it's publicly you can always see when like you see like a count of someone that is legitimately old or like they are allegedly white, and there was like this account was from 2020, like was 3 days created. So like, if this account didn't have pictures of real pictures, let's say. This is catfishing. I better do my homework right now. Yeah, it wasn't him. That was the last time. You can thank him for giving me the worst day of my life. And he get like 1 hour and a half minutes. And when I hand when I when I hold his hand, he was like, "No, I'm picking up my phone." With the storage was coming out. No, let me just take that a little bit. And I immediately saw that he had another girl coming on their phone. I was like, they had other boo. None of my business. Enjoy the time with another boo, please. My family's watching the sports. But yeah, that was pretty much the story, and I don't know. I feel like that was a time that I really crumble love a lot. I crumble love a lot. Tell me who waits 1 hour and a half? Tell me, not me. No more. And you know what is more funny? That after a week, my teacher gave us advices on dating, and like he was telling us, you never should allow anyone to come late to the date or wait 1 hour and a half, because who will be the dumbest girl in this earth to come that late into a date? And I was like, are you talking to me? Perhaps. Like that was the time that I hold back, and I was like, teacher, I have a suggestion. What if I was that girl that you're talking about? No, in that case, we don't have a solution. Oh my gosh, that was the time. That was the time. But like, I don't know. I want to say this story because I don't know. I even told the guy, instead of hitting on me because I told you 2 times that I'm not interested in women. I'm interested in women and I'm interested in men. Instead of hitting on me, hit on my music, please. And he was like, yeah, I will check your music. I was like, yeah, you should. You should. So yeah, that was pretty much the first time I had to tell you. I hope to tell you in Spanish the next time. So if you enjoy this kind of thing, are you gay, McMahon? That is a gay. Oh no, there's not a gay comment. Either one. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe I will have another story time when I broke my back. Not how I wanted, of course. I was falling into my leathers, but like, this is funny because I thought for a second that it was good, but like, I just fall off. But like, next time. See ya. Bye bye. I will talk about also PTSD and how this relates to all my story time. So keep on it. Bye. Bye.